An 86-year-old man went to his doctor for his quarterly checkup. The doctor asked him how he was feeling, and the 86-year-old said, "Things are great, and I've never felt better. I now have a 20-year-old bride who is pregnant with my child. So what do you think about that, Doc?" The doctor considered his question for a minute, and then began to tell a story. "I have a friend around your age who's an avid hunter and never misses a season. One day he was setting off to go hunting. In a bit of a hurry, he accidentally picked up his walking cane instead of his gun. As he neared a lake, he came across a very large male beaver sitting at the water's edge. He realized he'd left his gun at home, and so he couldn't shoot the magnificent creature. Out of habit, he raised his cane, aimed it at the animal as if it were his favorite hunting rifle, and went, bang, bang! Miraculously, 2 shots rang out and the beaver fell over dead. "Now, what do you think of that?" asked the doctor. The 86-year-old said, "It's obvious somebody else pumped a couple of rounds into that beaver." The doctor replied, "My point exactly." Everyone seems in such a hurry to cry racism these days. Yesterday, a customer asked, "In what aisle do I find Irish sausages?" The assistant asks, "Are you Irish, sir?" The guy, clearly offended, says, "Yes, I am. But let me ask you, if I'd asked for Italian sausages, would you ask I was Italian? Or if I'd asked for bratwurst, would you ask me if I was German? If I asked for a kosher hot dog, would you ask if I was Jewish? Or if I asked for a chorizo, would you ask if I was Spanish?" An elderly man is wheeling a trolley through the supermarket. In the front is a small child, making an unholy racket. They pass a woman who overhears the man. "It's all right, George. We're nearly done," he says. A few minutes later, she encounters them again. This time, the child is clawing open a packet of crisps and throwing them at the elderly man. She overhears him again. "Patience, George. Nearly there." 2 aisles over, and there they are again. The child is now howling and kicking the elderly man, while rubbing snot into his jumper. Once more, she overhears him. "Not long now, George. We're nearly out of here." Near the checkouts, she runs into them again. Now the child is throwing money out of the elderly man's wallet and swearing picturesquely at other shoppers. She can't help hearing him again. "Soon be at the car, George. Soon be time to go home. Just need to stick it out a little longer." On the way out, she can't help herself. She goes up to the elderly man, excuses herself for butting in, and congratulates him on his patience with his grandson, George. "I've never seen anyone deal so calmly with this sort of thing," she tells him. "Well, thank you, miss," he replies. "But I'm George. This little sod is called Kevin."